Hey everyone, Pupsker here, and today in Warframe, yes, that's right, we're going to be talking about Devstreams. Mainly that Warframe has too many Devstreams for the amount of content that they actually push out. So, screw it, let's go over it. It's going to be a rough one, but that's like the week of Warframe this time. So, Warframe 165 for the Devstream, Echoes of Veilbreaker. It's probably one of the worst Devstreams ever, as depressing as that is. Mainly because we didn't really get any, much new information. A lot of it was just rehashed information. Don't worry, we got a lot of new information, but we just got so much rehashed information. And half of the info we got was just like new skins, new purchasable things to buy. And it was real sad. What we got shown out of the next update is that the next update will be like a small update. And then there's going to be another update in December for Lua's Prey, and yeah, no Duveri, right? Because that sucks, obviously. We kind of expected this at this point because their development this year is rough. There's going to be a lot of videos. I'm just going to be talking about the roughness, which is 2022. But if you recall, this year, they already stopped doing dev streams on a regular basis because they just didn't have enough content. So before Zariman, they were releasing dev streams 6 months ago, 5 months ago, but then after Devstream 162, they took a long break of like 2-3 months, right? And then we had Devstream 163, 164, and then 165. And Devstream 163 was 2 hours. For some reason, it was really long, and I just want to go over what info we're actually getting on the Devstreams. Because this one, I thought it was a good stream, right? They gave us stuff. Like, look at all of this info. It was pretty much, maybe like a little too much. Maybe they spend a little too much time on stuff, but whatever. This was the Duveri Amphitheater rerun because they needed to do all of the rerun stuff for TennoCon 2021, 2022? Yeah, I think it was TennoCon 2022. Maybe it's 21. I'm so bad with dates at this point. Yeah, I guess if this was August, that would have been 2021 Amphitheater rerun. Okay. Sorry, this is tough times. So they had all of that, a lot of changes, AoE changes. This was like the biggest dev stream because of all of the like initial quality of life, AoE, Steinax, Drifter Camp, Veilbreaker, etc., etc. The annoying thing about this dev stream, it was a really long dev stream. We got a lot of like general changes, but a lot of those changes aren't really like playable content other than Veilbreaker call missions and Archon hunts weekly, so, and of course new Warframe, etc. So that was like, it was a good dev stream, but if you think about it, there's not a ton of playable content. And then the entire like second half here is a lot of skins, right? They go over like quality of life, etc. changes, and then just like skins, cool, customization, shards, augment buffs. Yeah, so this was like a pretty good one. Zaku Deluxe, more skins. They have Zaku Deluxe plans here. And then we finally saw Zaku Deluxe, I think, and more Zaku Deluxe inspired skins finally. Look how long the Zaku Deluxe plan is, right? So 163 was like a pretty good dev stream. Could have had, you know, more like content, but it was a good dev stream for sure. Then you have Devstream 164, which I think was decent if I recall correctly. Okay, I'll look at these ones, right? So they have way too long of an intro and like just chill. That seems to be a thing that they've been doing for a while. They have like a really long intro and just general hangout and discussion, etc. But a lot of this dev stream was just general talk and discussion, right? Like Wukong discussion, Veilbreaker follow-up, right? It was all pretty minimal. We know what the Veilbreaker follow-up is, and at this point it's nothing, right? This was literally all it was. 2 bosses was the Veilbreaker follow-up and like some small cosmetics, so we already know that was nothing. Like going back, 164 was a rough dev stream. AoE discussion makes sense. Sounds of Steinax, like there's cool stuff, but there's nothing that's like relevant in regards to the game of Warframe. Like there's a lot of just fluff here because yeah, that seems to be the way it's going. More Revenant Prime Reveal Arsenal. So this is stuff that's cool, but it's like stuff we'll always get, so nothing like new. Knights of Nabarus, 10 October, more stuff that's pretty normal. Quest to Conquer Cancer, okay. So it's just like a lot of this is just fluff, yearly event stuff, and honestly, Not a whole lot of content. Not a whole lot of dev stuff on the Devstream. Devstreams have turned more into like everything going on with the Warframe community and less about the development of the game. So I honestly assume they should have less Devstreams and just start talking about this stuff more on prime time. But hey, that's why this video's here. I think they're wasting Devstream time, and a lot of it's just community chatter, and they hang out and talk about stuff. So let's probably have less Devstreams again, right? And then we got the Wolf Warframe stuff. So that was cool. Awesome. Nice. Some Wolf Warframe. The issue is probably like they've talked about the Wolf Warframe so much on like multiple streams for a while, and then they like keep bringing it up. So it's like more wasting 10 minutes just looking over just some cosmetic skins of it. So, which is like, okay, whatever. A little long, but yeah, they're getting a little goobery here anyways. Prime Resurgence, right? They need to make more money. This is where it's going. New dojo room, Archon shard, cosmetics, work in progress, Grendel plans, crossplay tests, call weekly reset, ammo visual change, ammo attenuation, wrap up. A lot of stuff talked about in Devstream 164 was just stuff that they talked about in Devstream 165. Except like they teased about it more. And then like the crossplay test, that was cool, right? Awesome, crossplay testing's happening. So yeah, they really should have less Devstreams. It just sucks because Warframe in 2022, I'll probably have my video out tomorrow going over like the fact that Warframe in 2022 has been the worst year probably in the past like 7 years since Plains of Eidolon open world started dropping. Been the worst year because I assume, okay, a lot of it is the teams switching up, so they're losing people for Warframe to Soulframe. They're losing a lot of people in development, talent, time, etc. into crossplay, cross-save, and mobile. They just cannot get enough content out. They don't have enough people creating content, and they just don't have good enough ideas around creating content. It's probably a mixture of both. So I'm hoping in another year or even two, sadly, Warframe will start picking itself up again once crossplay, cross-save, and mobile is out. Hopefully, I don't know, they'll make some more money. They are sold off to Tencent, and hopefully that'll change. But now we're talking about 165, which was, oh god, the worst Devstream ever because it was just the skin Devstream. They literally didn't have much to show off other than delaying most things. They have stuff to show off, but most of the stuff they showed off should have been in Devstream 166. Like, they're getting ahead of themselves. They're just showing stuff that they aren't releasing. And they're getting like 4 Devstreams ahead or some goofy shit like that. Anyways, so they talk about and just bring up Quest to Conquer Cancer, right? Next game update. This was like the worst because they pushed back Duveri Paradox, right? They show that the next update coming November 2nd is literally just boss fights at the end of Break Narmer. Like, that's literally it. That's the only proper gameplay that's being added, but other than that, it's like new, just cosmetics and items in the shop. So, yeah, this was a rough one, right? Like, this was a rough one. There's probably a lot of people, I don't know, YouTube chat's not super active, but there's probably a lot of people that were angry in there. I know Twitch chat was roasting the shit out of them. Fun times, but there's just not enough content. If this is what we waited 2 months for, like this type of update, that's not enough content to be fucking creating dev streams every month. If this is the 2-month big update, and it's pretty much getting overshadowed by shit like Revenant Prime access and stuff like that. Like, this is a pretty whatever update. Echoes of the Veilbreaker is like almost nothing there. The cool stuff is like, yeah, it's 2 new boss battles, but it's 2 new boss battles for call missions, which are once a week, and the boss battles are for 2 separate call missions, so you'll only do them twice, like on 2 rotations, I mean. So you'll have boss battle, and then the 3rd boss is like the wolf fight at the end of it. So it's just pretty much finishing up Veilbreaker. So it's just kind of rough, you know. It's just a little bad, a little rough. And then they have more cosmetics, more skins. Oh, where is it? Archon Shards, Ephemera. Oh, more cosmetics, skins, selling stuff. Echoes of Veilbreaker recap. They spent 30 minutes going over skins and this. So, I mean, like, that should really tell you how much content they're pushing out right now in the game. They just don't have a lot. Oh, God, there's a lot of Fs, Pogs, capture, QOL. The call, like, capture is cool, but none of it's like true content. It seems like a lot of Warframe is going back into, they're trying to make Warframe more of a social platform and less of a game, which is not how it should be. It's weird. It should be more of a game. There's already a ton of cosmetics and that's great, but it's seemingly like now becoming the focus of the game, and it's concerning, you know? Is it because they got taken over by Tencent? Is it because they're running out of money? Is it because everything in development time-wise is really, really bad? Waiting 4 years for very Railjack, like 4-year update cycles is not good for announcements and trailers, so I'm just trying to understand what exactly is going on. We won't know because we don't know what's going on behind the scenes until some sort of news article of like something drops saying, oh, shit's fucked, by the way. And then they released Do Very Paradox news, which was, yeah, we can't develop. We keep announcing things way too early, pushing that back. So unfortunate. And then they went over Lua's Prey update, which is not even coming until like winter 2022. So in theory, this is what Devstream 165 would go over, and I should mention it. I'm pretty sure Reb kind of alluded to and or was talking and said like they might end up not even having a Devstream 165 in winter. I think like she made a side comment or something about how like they were talking about, oh yeah, Devstream 166, and she was like, yeah, if we have one, something like that, right? Like I think they're aware that they just do not have enough content for Devstreams anymore, because this is the next big update coming in winter, and it's not even a full update. It's taken from Do Very Paradox and like chunked out and given in winter so that we can have a winter update. So it's like development side Warframe is just not going well, my dudes. And that is what it is. Luckily, the game's still there. There's still a lot to do early game and mid game, so you're probably fine. It's just if you're bored of it or you're an end game player and you don't really have anything you want to do right now, probably worth taking a break. So I really do hope Warframe ends up canceling Devstreams, because monthly Devstreams are a waste of time. They're getting roasted so hard for this Devstream, this skin stream, right? Like, look at this. This is the 3 content updates coming with this. I guess there's more. Nora's Mech's new Nightwave. That's just a refresh of Nightwave, and it only gives like a handful of new items anyways. So Nightwaves in Warframe have always been pretty bad. They're like the worst type of battle pass, but it's a free-to-play, completely free one, so hey, whatever, could be worse. Grendel rework, Ureli changes, good, but probably could be better, but hey, you know, positive, great stuff. 2 new Lua survival modes, right? And then 51st Warframe of Runa. Like, there's just not enough content to go over. And then they straight up went over the Wolf Warframe even more. So it's like they spend, I think, 30 minutes in the past 3 dev streams going over the Wolf Warframe. Holy shit. They spend too much time going over like really minuscule stuff. It's pretty crazy. But hey, when you don't have much to go over, you got to talk about each small lore thing, like how each face will have each different passive. But they don't quite know what those will be yet, so let's not worry about it. A lot of it's just going over cosmetics. And then they showed off what the winter update will be, so I honestly don't think there will be a Devstream 166 in November or even like December, because it just doesn't seem like it is needed. And then here they actually showed more Zaku Deluxe, right? Remember how we went over Zaku Deluxe in that previous stream? That's right, half the streams are just repeating shit from previous streams and being like, hey, it's more updated now, guys. So they just don't have enough content for any fucking streams, right? It's more skins, guys. Spend more money on our dev stream. please. And then they actually get to content here, which is nice, fair. And then more skins, more skins, new Nightwave, which is like, oh, we'll have some stuff. Oh, but more skins. There they showed off the skins. Here, you could take a screenshot of like Wisp with a GAT with her like M1911. Where is that? Oh, there it is. And the sawed-off shotgun. I need to take some screenshots of this, so I'll send them out after, because these are just too freaking funny. New Nightwave is more skins, boys. So I mean, like, hey, at least they're adding cooler stuff to Nightwave for sure, because Nightwave has been like pretty trash these past while with like the additions of being like one cool ephemera. So at least they're adding like cooler stuff. Can't be too mad, right? Can't be too mad. It really pissed me off because they they also, like, they tease us too much. They allude to the, like, status of cross-platform play being a big update, but the only update they have is, hey, we're gonna randomly start doing impromptu tests similar to PC and Xbox. So it's like stuff we already know that is like no shit. It's a given, but they just are officially letting us know, I guess. So yeah, it's just not enough. Enhanced renderer was cool, but it's not like gameplay, right? It's not content. So yeah, 10-gen changes. I don't think there was anything there that I actually cared about. It's pretty much making 10-gen easier, I believe. Yeah, and then the recap. So what did they actually have here that was new content? Well, all of this is old. Next game update. This was new, but we already knew of it, so it wasn't anything massive. New boss battle was cool, right? So they showed off like 5-10 minutes of new stuff around here, but we already knew about it, so like maybe 5 minutes. And then it was just like cosmetics, Echoes of Veilbreaker recap. Yeah, right? They recapped literally one boss fight and skins. So, yeah, waste of time there. Duveri Paradox news was expected, sad, but hey, whatever. Lua's Prey update, nice. More content. Wolf-inspired Warframe's name. A lot of this is just fluff, but it's cool, right? It's cool, but it's fluff. A lot of it, right? Lua's Prey gameplay, hey, another 5-10 minutes of new info, and then more skins. Self-damage update when they said it might not even come into the game, so it's like possibly nothing. Who knows? Is self-damage coming back? For sure, almost. But is it going to come back in this form? Who knows? More skins. Ooh, new Nightwave, which is mainly skin farm, but cool. Crossplay info, which was not actually new crossplay info. Enhanced render, cool, but not content. Movember, nothing new. 10-gen wrap changes, cool, but not like new content. Recap and wrap up. So there's just not a lot of content. It's just skins and not content. So yeah, it's fine. The game's still fun and like good if you're a new early to mid game player. It's just like a lot of people who are waiting for content and new updates are gonna be left behind. That's the annoying thing about Warframe. It doesn't have like an updated fast update cycle like bigger games do or PvP styled games do, because, you know, PvP is more engaging because you're actually working towards or like fighting against people or working towards a higher rank. Yeah, PvP is different and engaging, and Warframe doesn't quite have that, so rip. But their update cycles are slow, because you gotta look at like a PvE style game. Like they either release or they update or have like playable update cycles or events every month to keep players interested. Genshin Impact, that's how I know, because of Megan, she's venti, so we gotta bring up the Genshin. Genshin Impact has events every week, month, etc. They have constant lore content drops. The game makes billions, so it's on a whole nother level compared to Warframe, so obviously. But it's also probably easier to code, so. Hey, I don't know if Warframe can keep up with the big games these days, because it used to be in Steam's top 5 constantly. Used to be in Steam's top 10 constantly. I think right now it's usually in Steam's top 25 constantly, so yeah, the game's going downhill, but I hope they don't waste time on like dev streams when they don't have content to show. I wish they would just have little content dev stream type things, or like little content videos if they have like a little bit to show, instead of stuff like Devstream 165, where it was almost no content, mainly skins. Oh, by the way, the next update's gonna be like 2 new boss fights for game modes already introduced and more things you can buy in the shop. So it just, Devstream 165 shouldn't have existed. They should have pushed it off until end of November, and then Devstream 165 should have been probably like Lua's Prey, Duveri Paradox being pushed off, stuff like that. But they could have just told us all of this shit in like a 5-10 minute video, to be honest, without a dev stream. Because a lot of it's not even stuff that matters. It's not content, it's not development stuff, it's just skins. So a lot of people are rightfully probably angry and bored, but hey, if you're enjoying Warframe, let me know. If you're bored of Warframe, let me know. I was just taking a look, seeing what other games people are playing, and I'm playing a lot of Genshin Impact. So, man, Megan gets it. I guess a lot of the Warframe team probably plays Genshin, or a handful of them. I don't know. But hey, that's it for this video. I just wanted to chat and chill about the craziness which is Warframe. So I'll timestamp some stuff down below. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you next time. Peace.